Hi folks, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick and we're going to look at a Commodore 64 game. This one's called Karnov, published by Activision in 1988. It's based on the arcade cabinet from Data East in 1987. It's a horizontal scroller platformer beat-em-up type thing, which we've already reviewed on the ZX Spectrum. Also come out on the Amstrad CPC and the NES, but you take on the role as an ex-circus Russian strongman called Jinobrov Karnovsky. Over 9 levels, there he is, and you must hunt down and find the ultimate treasure by defeating various bosses. Here I am, coming through with electric lightning. The last boss is a wizard, and then you get the final piece of the treasure map. So let's go, go, go. It's 1 to 2 players, alternate, if that is the case. Now, oh my god, it's a little bit slow to begin with. Maybe it'll speed up, and that's me dead cool, it is slow. There's various power-ups which will go in those blocks in the bottom middle there. You see those black empty squares, like ladder and bomb and various upgrades, and you can activate those by pressing the special super button. If you've got a special super button, then comment in the comment section below. Now, first of all, this looks very, very, very like the ZX Spectrum version, but in slow motion. Looks a bit like a ZX Spectrum port, which, if that's the case, they didn't really need to do that. They should have done a port all on its own, because typically direct ports from other systems don't actually work. Just do your own thing. But it's gone for Spectrum colours, it looks, and I don't think it's working. Now, see K on the bottom right there. If we get 100 Ks, we collect those as an icon, we get an extra life. This isn't expert gameplay, it's just seeing as far as I can get. And seeing what your experience would have been on your first, second go, would you want to have played it again? At the moment, it's pretty ropey, but maybe it will grow on me. Now, I'm not sure what the reviews were back in the day of this game, whether they liked it or not. I'll try and keep away from them so I can determine what I think of the game. And the controls are a bit clunky, and yeah, I don't know why the Commodore 64 is going this slow. There's an upgrade there, right, okay, so I'm not doing too bad on my first go. Do check out the ZX Spectrum review, which, although it wasn't perfect, moved a hell of a lot quicker than this thing. Man, this is not, in my opinion, this is not a good port. Now, if you've watched this far into the video, please consider subscribing. We cover Commodore 64 games as well as a number of other stuff. Let's get that K there. And big thank you to those people subscribed so far. They're not walkthroughs, they're stress busting, and we're having a bit of a laugh. We'll try to. The scenery is quite detailed here. Whether that's causing the slow down, I do not know. Sound could be a bit better. A lot of the Commodore 64 games had in-game music. This could have had it, but for some reason does not. A bit of a black square around the main character. That was prevalent in the ZX Spectrum version as well. Right, okay, I don't like this, by the way. The ZX Spectrum version was passable. This one is just, it's too clunky, it's too poor. The screenshots would have shifted quite a few copies, I think. The arcade game is pretty good, from what I'm led to believe. This is not great. It's not a good conversion. Anyway, let's just go forward. If you want to see other Commodore 64 games we've reviewed, ports or otherwise, they're all in a playlist. This is bad. Oh my god. They're all in a playlist. There's a link to them in the description below, or you can click on my username, takes to the channel page. And yeah, Commodore 64 along with a list of other stuff. Now, just like Ghosts and Goblins, a key falls down at the end of the level to take you to the next stage. Ancient Ruins Beware. So I've got a stage 1. So my own rubbish standards, the review itself is a success, or the game is particularly not very good. Activision 1988, the arcade cabinet Data East 87, which is considerably better. So there's weapons that help you, and upgrades. We don't know why this ex-circus Russian strongman is trying to find treasure, but he is. Apparently Karnov turns up in other games. They're round about the place. I think one is an end-of-level boss somewhere. Right, Ancient Ruins Beware. Level design is pretty similar to the ZX Spectrum version, if not identical. Colours very identical. Grrr. Do your own thing. I mean, there's a few other games that tried to copy the ZX Spectrum's colour palette, but they should have gone their own way. The Trapdoor, which they sort of got away with, but it could have been a bit better. Take more advantage of the Commodore 64's colours and sound and things. And also Everyone's a Wally, which was directly as well. Just do your own thing. Systems work best when they go their own way. Games designed particularly for them. Commodore Amiga had quite a lot of Atari ST ports. The majority, if not all of them, were bad. That's what happens when you port rather than design for the actual computer you're using. Right, okay. Fire! Oh, that was the wrong idea. I should have just ducked down there. He's got an odder death sequence here. Well, that's going to be bad. Imagine your bottom hitting wet concrete when this is happening. That's good. Oh, dearie me. But he's great at balancing and he styled it out. Well done, Karnov, you big wally. Have you fallen down a big well on your bottom, but then styled it out in the end by balancing on your neck and hips and maybe your head? Comment in the comment section. I've let a ladder go. We've all done that in the past. Now, I've got a special power-up, I think, called Blue Trousers, which enables me to be invincible for a certain amount of time. How long will that last? Not long. Here we goes. Boom. That's the weirdest death sequence I've ever seen. Time ticking down in the bottom left. It's hardly relevant because I'm not going to run out of time here. The levels aren't particularly long, so you're either going to complete the level or you're going to die by falling on your bum, just like the real world. Right, you either run out of time or die falling on your bum. That's real life, baby. Right, okay, so smash through these things if you can do. I wouldn't have played this a great deal back in the day. Graphics good, sound average for the Commodore 64, gameplay clunky, playability of the thing poor. Right, that's it. It's just a nice idea for a game. Shall we have another go? I don't want to. I played the ZX Spectrum version at a push, but that version is just, although slow, it's just about quick enough to get away with it. This one, no chance, Bob. Right, okay, so it's the disc whirring in the background. I never had a disc drive for my ZX Spectrum, although I think it was available later on down the day. So read that. Get the map that leads to the treasure. So each of these 9 levels, the ex-circus Russian strongman is getting a fragment of the map, and the last boss you get on level 9 is called the Wizard. You get the last element of the map, and that shows you where the treasure is, and he goes home a happy man. There we go. Right, it looks a bit like Zangief, doesn't he, out of Street Fighter 2? He was a Russian wrestler. There must have been a lot of them about. Right, let's go. Kill that green parrot thing. Stick to the high ground. There's a special ladder. Destroy that bloke's cymbals. He's obviously in some sort of like percussion band, but he's dead. There's a bomb there. I haven't really used that to great effect, so you use it somewhere. Don't know where. Right, now this guy's turned up. Some lizard nincompoop, and his green chopping men have seen to it. They're about to chop a cucumber. If you're about to chop a cucumber, then comment in the comment section below. Are you excited? Have you been looking forward to that all day? You might be a Russian strongman, I don't know. There might be a lot of Russian strongman watching this. A couple of trapeze people, the ringmaster, of course, and a lot of clowns. But you know, we can all get on, Russian or otherwise. But when it comes to treasure, we all want the booty. If you've got a big booty, comment in the comment section below. Boo, boo, boo. Now, if you weren't here, I'd turn this off now because it is so bad. But I will keep playing. The game reviews to be about 10 minutes long. Sometimes I go over if I'm enjoying myself, or I just forget about the time, or I just forgetful, which gets more and more as I get older and older. Yes, age. Who invented that? As you get older, you get cleverer, apparently, with more knowledge, and you get less and less fit, and your body takes longer and longer to recover. That's the wrong way round. Why can't you just get gradually younger and younger or something? But there'll be an operation for that at some point. It costs you about £1 zillion, but if someone donates £1 zillion to this video as a super thanks, then maybe I'll be able to do it. Well, I'm not sure how long ZX Spectrum games be going on for. So far, they've been going on for over 40 years. 40. Will they be going on for another 40 years? I don't know. The fan base, I know from my analytics on YouTube, the fan base is people aged about 30 to maybe 55. That's the main fan base, so we're not getting any younger. I'm not getting any young people in. If you are a young person, well done you. There's some wings coming down. Not sure they're chicken wings. That might make me be able to fly. They're either wings or lungs. Both pretty useful for different reasons. Young people, what games are they into? Where all the latest systems, maybe phones and all gadgets and gizmos. Not interested in what some old coot's got to say, like me. Maybe I put myself through a filter so I look about 12. That might work on another channel called Nick's 12. Right, boom. Right. I'm going past these buildings. So if you want an adventure like this, I would say choose Ghosts and Goblins first, or Ghouls and Ghosts. That moves a hell of a lot quicker than this, and it's following a similar idea with upgrades and power-ups and ledges and stages and keys and things. This one is a very poor second place. If there's 2 runners, it might even come third or fail to complete it. So stage 1 is easier to complete, I think, than Spectrum, or whether I've just got used to it, but I can just keep walking and fire. That guy doesn't take a great bit of buffing. Collect the key. Boom. That stage done. There's ancient ruins. Beware. So look at that. We've got one part of the map, and it's a bit in the top left, where you start from. The treasure's in there somewhere, big nose, and there's top treasure hunters like Lara Croft, Indiana Jones, the Honey Monster, and Mr. T. We'll go there, and Gandalf, of course, and his little hobbit friends. We'll go and find the treasure, unless Jinbarov Karofsky can get there first. Or you, of course. I don't know what the treasure is. Probably a big bag of Smarties or something crazy, or some foreign coins that mean nothing to no one that some metal detector has collected and got very excited. Right, away we go. There's things firing at me, and there's things hitting me. What shot me there? It's that head on the top of the column, I think. That sneaky fire. Well, it didn't get me the last time, did it? I got shot by a big red head before. Right, steaming through. I've let off a ladder. Is that any good? Can I now shoot that head at the top that's firing at me? Come on. Don't think I can get up high enough, can I? Yes. That's taking him out. Not to dinner. Alright, hang on a minute. Woo! Bend your legs. Well, you know, if you felt like that using that method, your knees are going to break. I would have thought. Oh, don't hit me. Right, let's go. I've got shelter underneath this column. I just get close enough. I think that's fine. I think I'm alright now. I'll get past these Greek-looking columns. Oh, man! That's no fair. Claire. Bibbidi-bib. 2 lives left, it says up there. Is it going to minus 1 off? 1 life left. Well, this is it then. I've got to complete the game from here, all 9 levels. Now, this version I'm playing is a hacked version. I could have infinite lives if I wanted to. If I wanted to suffer the pain of immunity, if I wanted to suffer the pain of immunity and go all through the game, I could do it. But although graphically I'd like to, it's just too slow and boring, this game. Very underwhelmed. Wouldn't buy it. Take it back to the shops. Anyway, hope you liked having a look at that game. That was Karnov on the Commodore 64, published by Activision in 1988, based on the arcade cabinet from Data East in 1987, a rather lazy, sloppy port, ported directly from the Spectrum, it seems, rather than the arcades, which is, you know, not good. If you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then put that in the comment section below. You're more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself and are very fond. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Well done, Karnov, you big wally. Have you fallen down a big well on your bottom and then styled it out in the end by balancing on your neck and hips and maybe your head? Comment in the comment section. I've let a ladder go. We've all done that in the past.